Music is a wonderful thing in life to have. Everyone listens to it. Music is a form of art that uses sound organized in time. Music is also a form of entertainment that puts sounds together in a way that people find interesting or dance to. Most music includes people singing with their voices. Make them calm and relaxed. Music also allows us to feel nearly or possibly all emotions that we experience in our lives. The possibilities are endless. Here are the top 5 best-selling albums of all time. 5. The Bodyguard soundtrack, Whitney Houston, Various. Best-selling pop artist Rachel Marron. Whitney Houston has a stalker whose obsession has risen to the level of disturbing threats. At the urging of her manager Gary Kemp, Rachel hires former Secret Service agent Frank Farmer Kevin Costner as her bodyguard. Initially resented and treated with disdain for his hard-nosed security procedures, Farmer soon becomes an integral part of Rachel's inner circle. As they spend more time together, client and protector become closer still. In 1990, the film Bodyguard with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston was released, and was a huge success thanks to the huge success of the title song I Will Always Love You. Because of this song, the Bodyguard soundtrack sold 45 million copies, becoming a planetary success. 4. The Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. The Dark Side of the Moon refers back to the recurring theme of sun and moon, light and darkness throughout the album. He is relating to the listener by saying he's not alone in his faults. There are others with similar issues who can relate and connect through that common flow. The David Gilmour concept album, released in 1973, is been an incredible success, and Back in Time was the best seller ever. Even if with the follow-up album The Wall, Pink Floyd almost repeated the same success, it couldn't beat the 47 million sold copies of The Dark Side of the Moon. 3. Back in Black, AC/DC. The album was dedicated to the band's late vocalist Bon Scott, who died on February 19, 1980 after a night of heavy drinking. Though they were devastated by the death of their friend and briefly considered breaking up, AC/DC decided to carry on with a new singer. In 1980, the hard rock band AC/DC released their 7th album, but the very first, with the new and actual singer Brian Johnson, who also credited as one of the composers. The album broke the chart at number 1, pushed by the single Highway to Hell, and keeps selling plenty of copies even nowadays, reaching the astonishing number of 50 million. 2. Greatest Hits 1971 through 1975, The Eagles. Their Greatest Hits 1971 through 1975 is the first compilation album by the American rock band The Eagles, released by Asylum Records on February 17, 1976. It contains a selection of songs from the band's first 4 albums, which were released from 1970 to 1975. On the US Billboard 200 chart, the album reached number 1, where it stayed for 5 weeks. For 6 years upon its release, the Eagles' Greatest Hits, released in 1976, has been the best-seller album ever, and still today sits at the 2nd spot of the top 5 best-selling music albums ever with 51 million sold copies. Number 1, Thriller, Michael Jackson. It was the best-selling album of 1983 worldwide, and in 1984 it became the first album to become the best-selling in the United States for 2 years. It set industry standards with its songs, music videos, and promotional strategies, influencing artists, record labels, producers, marketers, and choreographers. Perhaps many people knew already the top spot of this top 5 because Thriller from Michael Jackson became a real icon in the music history. The album was already stable at the top spot, and after Michael Jackson passed away, another big boost was given to the sold copies, bringing the number to 56 million. This information sounds pretty interesting to me. I wonder how this will make people feel. You should tell me your opinion on this in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content on the daily, and hit the notification bell to be notified when we post.